Good morning, everyone. I once again welcome you all on behalf of Tamil Nadu Farm Graduates Forum. And today's topic discussed was on ecosystem engineering for sustainable agriculture. நிலையான வேளாண்மையில் சுற்றுச்சூழலை வடிவமைத்தல் தொடர்பான தகவல்கள் பார்த்தோம். தற்போது இந்த தலைப்பு தொடர்பான விவாதங்கள். We are going to have our discussion interactions with the scientists today.
Whatever the discovery is found, we should see whether it is reaching to the farm field. For that, what are the system to introduce to the farmers to adopt in the field? Simply saying, our agriculture system should follow what medical division is following. If they follow the same system, agriculture will be really scientific. Otherwise, this destructive agriculture will be continuing one. Our research efforts will be failure always like this. So let us change this atmosphere towards brightful agriculture. Jai Jai agriculture. Thanks to all who heard my talk. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I would like to respond, Mr. Joe.
Yes, sir.
I think I find about 21 participants are there. Probably we take away 3 or 4 of us.
Yes,
About 17 participants are there.
Yes, sir.
In all my lectures, I used to say, see, bringing a change in any field, it's not easy. It's a very difficult exercise. So if there are any extension officers or even a scientist or even a professor, I used to request them only one thing. Please adopt only one village. Forget about your rest of your other jurisdiction. Let it go as usual for some time to come. In this adopted village, they have to compulsorily visit every week and identify in that village about 25 to 30 farmers, not many farmers. But the same set of farmers should be trained for almost 3 to 5 years. Till such time they are there in that particular jurisdiction, they should continuously go. And when they choose this village, they can choose a village which is very close to their office or to the place where they are residing, so that at any point of time they can go to the farmers, or the farmers can interact with the particular officer. And in every district, we are having about 100 to 200 extension functionaries and others. One man, one village. And in one village, only about 25 to 30 farmers. It is very simple. But they should be consistent for about 3 years. And once they do it for 3 years, it will become a model. This is what has happened in Vietnam, in a village called Can Tho. They have done 3 reductions, 3 gains, where they reduced usage of seeds, chemical fertilizers, and chemical pesticides. And then it has become a national plan. So you should not think that whatever we have now discussed can be implemented throughout the district or throughout the subdivision in one go. No. Let them choose one village, and slowly, over a period of 3 to 4 years, it can be done. If any other question is there, I will take. Otherwise, we can try to find.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And now I request Mr. Rasu to say a few words. Rasu, sir, please. Rasu, sir? Rasu, sir, you are not audible.
Good afternoon to everybody. Sir was elaborately discussing about the ecological engineering pertaining to integrated pest management in all the crops. Regarding to integrated pest management, we have selected Hon'ble Kapoor. We have adopted all the technologies starting from A to Z, that is from sowing to harvesting. Sir told all the integrated pest management, not only integrated pest management practices, pest defender ratio, and how many defenders and predators are in the ecosystem, consuming 400 to 800 million tons of pests every year, sir told. really it is a fantastic information. Likewise, we have adopted also all the agro ecosystem analysis practice in a single village in Kapur village for more than 10 years. After we have attended the training in Hon'ble University, 1994, we have selected one village in Kane block and one village in Janakipuram village in Koliyanur block. Those farmers also adopted, all the farmers in the village. We have selected only for only 30 farmers for farmer field school. After the completion of farmer field school, the entire village adopted all the technologies, including ecological engineering practice also in the wetlands. So it is a successful method. Ecological engineering is a successful method. Nowadays also most of the farmers adopted this practice. We are trying to select some of the villages. Yesterday also we went to one village and we we tried to contact the farmers, but yesterday it could not take place. We have tried to select one village and conduct the FFS in Paddy near Kadalur. So this ecological engineering is a successful one. It will reach farmers. If they are adopting this technology, yield will increase 20 to 30%. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your very wonderful presentation. I am very much thankful to our Joe and other participants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
Raju, sir.
Thanks.
Next, I invite Mr. M.G. Rajendra to say his views. M.G. Rajendra, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Rajendra.
Sir, I would like to know about the commercial availability of this pathogenic nematodes, sir.
There are some products, Mr. Rajendra. I don't know where you are located. The best thing is either to talk to Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, the entomology division, or if you are close to Hyderabad, please talk to Dr. Sunanda in National Institute of Plant Health Management. They'll be able to help you out.
National Institute of what, sir? National Institute of
Plant Health Management.
Plant Health. Yeah, got it, sir.
You're from which place, Mr. Rajendra?
I'm based at Chikmagalur in Karnataka, sir.
Karnataka, I think from Bangalore also. I think you can talk to NIPHM people, Dr. Sunanda.
Sir.
You can you can look at the website of NIPHM.
Sir.
Probably her number also will be there. You can talk to her. In case if her number is not there, write a letter to her.
Okay, sir.
Mention that I was Dr. K. Satyagopal, former DG. Also in his lecture, he was mentioning about you, that you are working on entomopathogenic nematodes.
Right, sir.
And you are helping farmers in controlling the root grub problem through EPN.
Yes, sir. Yes,
she
sir.
will definitely help you.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll do that, sir.
Thank you, Raju. Now I invite Mr. A.G. Jabarajan to share his views. A.G. Jabarajan, please.
Sir, I want the same question, sir. Could you give it to Mr. Joe so that we can get it? Because I'm not used to the.
Do you have the problem? You have the problem of the root grub.
Yeah, we used to have a Pestilominus illinois. That only we used to multiply and give it. Just like VAM, what you have given it, we also multiply in the farmyard manure. We used to apply. Yeah.
No. See, Mr. Chabraj, you wanted EPN. See, EPN is very host specific. It can, though we have tried on foliar spray, Do you have a root grub problem as such in your fields?
Sometimes we used to have it. Dragon fruit we have.
Oh, for dragon fruit you are having it, is it? Then what I would suggest is, Joe, can you talk to your counterpart in Coimbatore
Yes, sir.
and let them talk to the entomology unit in TNAU? I think there is one professor who is working on EPN. I am sure he will be able to help the farmers in whoever needs this EPN.
Okay,
In
sir.
case if there's any difficulty, Joe, you talk to me. I will talk to NIPHM people and then get it done.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir, please. Yes, sir.
Yeah. One more thing, sir. Producing is that the that part. I do agree with you. Best way is to have a vermicompost produced in the field, so that
And unsieved vermicompost should be applied in the field.
Yeah, yeah. But
You
problem
got
is,
your auger, Jabraj?
yes, sir.
Did you get your auger? You said you purchased an auger?
Yeah. 3 days back they have shipped it, sir. I'll be
Okay,
reaching.
okay. Once you receive it, you talk to my PA. Whenever I will try to talk to you.
I will give you a feedback, sir. But slow, we will be very slow due to financial limitation. But we'll do.
That's what I'm saying. You see, one auger, anyway, already you purchased it. You have invested that. You will get the returns. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now, you see, once you get an auger, it is only drilling. And as I said, river sand is not very expensive, or even the dam sand. Let us look at the strategies. We will discuss it separately. Okay.
Okay. Sir,
And I'll guide you. Don't worry about it. We will guide you.
Thank you.
See,
Thank you very
call my PA because I will be in the court. I cannot attend to any phone calls during office days. You just talk to my PA, Mr. Sarvanan. Religiously, you will inform me and we will get back to you. Regarding that Pusa gel, I did not respond because Pusa gel could be expensive. Let us try with other strategies first. Then we can think of Pusa gel. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, one more thing. And that vermicompost, normally they use the African worm, that is a very big one.
I strongly believe native species are the best.
Yes.
Native species are always the best.
Sir, any technique, we can enhance it. Normally comes, sir, but make it just like assassin bugs multiplication like this. Is there any way to enhance it, feed it or something?
See, patience also is very important. When we compost, you need to be patient. See, once you multiply and then put it in the field, subsequently they will multiply. See, reproduction is always geometric. It is not arithmetic. So the initial population, once you build up in the soil itself, they will multiply. Even if the birds and others, they feed on them, they will still survive. Nothing to worry.
Sir, one more thing. My observation about your this way, IPM, very good. I do agree, but the problem is, what I feel, organic farming is really highly sophisticated. You have to be very careful.
I did not say organic farming. Once again, I did not say don't use chemical pesticide. I said don't use chemical pesticide unnecessarily. You raised this good question. I didn't mention there. So I will ask you one question. Suppose if you are, if any person is unwell, he will go to the doctor and will ask him, sir, give me steroids. Will he ask him?
No.
What will the doctor say? No. Steroids are very dangerous. Let us try all medication. We know when to suggest steroids to you. Chemical pesticides are like steroids. They should be used only when all your other strategies are not helping you. See, first you should try neem oil, neem seed kernel extract. Trichoderma you can use, Pseudomonas fluorescens you can use, and then there's spiders, redweed bugs, all these things can be used. If nothing is giving you a result, then you can look at chemical pesticide. It is like a steroid.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct, sir. Sir, problem is, neem oil also, when you go higher, it doesn't it make the plant, what you call, it doesn't flower or something, some problem is there.
Neem oil, literature, neem oil does not kill the beneficial insects. It doesn't affect the plants also because you see, it is a natural product. It is not an artificial product. But anything dumping, you cannot see. Even for us, if you put coconut oil is good. It doesn't mean that you have to keep on pouring oil which will enter into all other body parts. It's not like that. You should use anything in moderation as and when it is required. Neem seed kernel extract, when you apply in the soil, no harm at all.
Thank you.
Okay, Joe.
Thank you, Devarajan. Next, Mr. Dr. Kavithai Ganesan is here. He is a retired manager, quality control manager from Tamil Nadu Civil Supplies Corporation. He is a very good person collecting traditional varieties of seeds, especially paddy seeds and other seeds. So I request him to interact. Kavithai Ganesan.
Yes. Dr. K. Satyagopal IAS ஐயா அவர்களுக்கும் இணையத்தில் இருந்திருக்கின்ற அத்துணை விவசாய விரும்பிகளுக்கும் என்னுடைய பணிவான வணக்கங்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். ஐயா அவர்களுடைய பேச்சுல பூமிக்கு கீழ் விவசாய மேலாண்மை, பூமிக்கு மேல் விவசாய மேலாண்மை மிக சிறப்பாக எடுத்துரைத்தார்கள். அது நீர் மேலாண்மை, பூச்சிகள் மேலாண்மை போன்றவற்றையும் இயற்கை மேலாண்மையில நாம செலவில்லாமல் எப்படி செய்வது என்பது வரைக்கும் மிக சிறப்பாக எடுத்துரைத்தார்கள். அந்த எலிகளை போக்குதல், அடுத்தது இயற்கையாக ஒரு விவசாய நிலத்தில் பூக்களை பயிரிட்டு அந்த பூச்சிகள் வராமல் தடுப்பது எப்படி, சிலந்திகள் மூலமாக பூச்சிகளை அழிப்பது எப்படி, இதை போன்ற மிக சிறப்பான பல்வேறு நாடுகளில் நடைபெறக்கூடிய விவசாய மேலாண்மை பற்றி சிறப்பாக எடுத்துரைத்தார்கள். அந்த வகையிலே இந்த வகுப்பானது விவசாயம் படிக்கின்ற, விவசாயத்தில் தொழிலாக கொண்டிருக்கின்ற அனைத்து விவசாய மக்களுக்கும், விவசாய மாணவர்களுக்கும் மிக சிறப்பாக அமையும் என்று கூறி ஐயா அவர்களுடைய இந்த சிறப்பு வகுப்பிற்கு என்னுடைய பணிவான வணக்கங்களையும் நன்றிகளையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
நன்றி சார். தேங்க்யூ, தேங்க்யூ. எனி அதர் இன்டராக்ஷன்? வேற ஏதோ பேச விரும்புறீங்களா?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Introduce yourself. Please introduce yourself.
Rajan, Ozone Hive.
Rajan from Ozone. Okay, please.
Hosur, huh?
Yes.
Hosur.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We have a project called Ozone Hive.
Ozone.
Okay. Ozone.
Ozone Hive. So as per Mr. Jabarajan was telling that when we are using more neem oil, flowering is less. And my observation in my field is when we apply more neem oil, the honeybees are not get into the plant because I think the nectar becomes bitter, I think. Is it true, sir?
You see, I have been there in NIPHM for about 5 years. I have interacted with so many officers. I have never come across this complaint. But at the same time, you see, what many farmers they try to do is prophylactic application of pesticides. That is a wrong strategy. There is no, it is not like a vaccination. See, when neem oil is to be used, neem oil is to be used only in the prescribed dosage, only when you find the pest, only when it is required. See, when you are doing anything that is as per the requirement, the negative consequences will be very, very minimal.
We are using 10,000 ppm only.
I couldn't get you, Mr. Rajan.
We are using 10,000 ppm neem oil.
No, but see, for which crop you are using this neem oil?
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. So,
yes,
what time you are using? How many times you are using? What I would suggest is, I think you are in which district, Mr. Rajan?
Ramanathapuram.
Ramanathapuram. Basically, what is for which particular pest you are using this? Insect pest or a fungal disease?
No, we are generally we use neem oil once in a month.
That is what you are doing as a prophylactic.
Preventive measure.
See, for prevention of what? Insect pests or what pests?
Insect pests.
See, for insect pests, Dr. Rajan, the best prophylactic will be lures, pheromones, and light traps.
Light traps.
Since you are a company and you are trying to do neem oil as a prophylactic, you can as well put more light traps.
Okay.
How old are you, Mr. Rajan?
I'm around 50.
You see, why I ask that question is, we all belong, though I'm 60 plus, we all belong more or less to a generation where invariably power cut used to be there and during rainy season, and whenever there is a power cut, all of us used to switch on to the kerosene lamp, and the moment you light the kerosene lamp, you will get a host of insects. Am I right?
Correct, correct.
You recall that experience?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it.
That is because all insects, whether pest or a beneficial insect, they are attracted to light.
Yes.
So what
So
I would
only-
suggest is, if you are using solar timer or solar or non-solar timer based light
For
trap, as
4
I
hours,
told you,
4 hours in the evening.
evening 6:30 to 10:30.
How
That
many
is the
traps
best
per
prophylactic.
acre? How many traps per acre, sir? You have to put.
Usually, I think about 4 to 6 per acre. I think they suggest you can try to talk to the concerned horticulture people, because it sometimes varies from crop to crop also. For pomegranate, I do not know very accurately, but at the most it can be 4 to 6.
Generally, we recommend 5 per acre and 12 per hectare, sir. So
That's what I said.
let them do it. Yes.
You can do it,
Yes, sir.
and you will control all your insect pests.
Only by light trap.
Light trap. Then,
Okay.
as a substitute, as a complement to that, you can use pheromone traps.
Pheromone traps. Okay.
And also try to tell the let the horticulture officer identify what is the pest which was predominant earlier, so that they will see whether lures can also be used.
Oh, loose.
And also, as I said, in addition to the light trap, try to put flowering plants. What I would suggest strongly to you is, just look at the NIPHM website, and there you try to look for IPM packages.
NIPHM.
NIPHM website, IPM
Okay,
packages, ISA based IPM in conjunction with ecological engineering. So there,
Okay.
I remember, I think even for pomegranate, we have suggested what type of a flowering plant should be planted.
Okay.
In
Right now
case
we
you
have
are having any difficulty in accessing that website, please talk to Mr. Joe. And
Sure,
I
sir.
will, if Joe is also not able to access it, he will talk to me. I will provide the necessary link.
Sure, sir. Sure, sure.
Right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rajan.
And incidentally, Mr. Rajan,
Yes, sir.
are you using drip irrigation?
Yeah, we are using only drip irrigation.
Surface drip?
Drip irrigation we are using. This.
Now, is it surface drip or subsurface?
No. So it is manual.
Surface, on the top of the soil only it is there.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether you have heard about my last lecture on CRA technique, a technique which I have developed for root zone irrigation.
Okay.
You can talk to Mr. Joe. Joe,
Yes, sir.
what I would suggest is, in my studies, we found that even for pomegranate, the CRA technique is very, very beneficial.
Okay.
So you talk to Rajan separately.
Okay.
Let them not do the entire field in one go. Let them choose about some 10 pomegranate plants.
Yes.
And then let them use an auger.
Okay.
And then create that hole.
Yes.
And put manure and then river sand.
Okay.
Let the dripper be put on top of that.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll.
The cashew last time I showed you, na? The same way it can be tried.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Rajan,
Okay, sir.
I'll be in touch with you. Rajan, I'll be in touch with you.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, again, Mr. Javarajan has asked some clarification. Mr. Javarajan, your camera, please.
Yeah. Sir, thank you. One observation. தப்பா எடுத்துக்கறாங்க. Agri scientist, they should not take it offended or something. You are telling you take ஒரு village எடுத்து ஒரு particular இதா சொன்னீங்க. But honestly speaking, as far as the non-conventional pest management, நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி IPMல ஏதோ agro based சொன்னீங்களா? இதுல நம்ம Indian scientists, agri scientists, they are not well equipped.
Sorry for the interruption. You see, to give a lecture, it is very easy. See, most of these extension functionaries, they have multiple works given to them. And also, there is a focus, there is a mad rush to ensure that there is no yield loss. So people have an urgency to do certain things. So what I said, you should sit back. They all have this knowledge. Mr. Rasu was telling earlier in 94, he was attending this ISA-based IPM. One round of training is already there. But unfortunately, what has happened is, because chemical pesticides have become very popular, people have switched over to that strategy. So now we have to sit back and identify one village, they can do it. Only thing is, they should think to themselves that they want to do it. If they decide to do it, they can do it.
கொஞ்சம் பிராக்டிகல்ல கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கு சார். நம்ம சீரியஸா
இது கஷ்டம் இல்ல, வாழ்க்கையே கஷ்டம்.
heavy losses.
வாழ்றது கஷ்டம் இல்ல.
ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள்
சாப்பிடுறது டைஜஸ்ட் பண்றது கஷ்டம்.
What is the now on the triple the irrigation I am going to do step by step. Earlier I did everything.
We'll see the results. So we'll give opportunity to others to speak.
One example, Tamil Nadu in the Tirunelveli, the biolab, what the Trigama Gannon is, they supplied after 12 days, 12-15 days. But we had a heavy loss. I lost maybe 10-15 lakhs that time. Then when I took personally went to Professor Nelson, entomologist in Tamil Nadu Agri University. So after he inspect everything, he was saying you are perfectly following everything right. You should get at least 90% yield. But I got 40-50 only in the controlling the shoot and fruit borer. After doing so many things, when he come to know 12 days is wrong. Yes, after 7 days, it doesn't have any. The trichoma, that egg doesn't have any.
Trichogramma probably, see what has happened with trichogramma is they will give you tricho cards. If there's any delay in the tricho cards, they will hatch before they come to the field. So when you pick up any tricho card, it should be the timing should be very perfect. There are some difficulties. That is the reason why what I said. Most of these things should be done at the farmer level. That the IPM villages, I told you, na, if it is done at the village level, if a group of farmers they try to produce trichogramma production also is not difficult. It is very simple. If you can't do it personally, you can engage a person to be done for you. It is not a biopesticide. You don't need any licensing for that. All you need to do is you should have this rice worm. In any rice bag, you will have these worms. And then you get the original parasitoid from the lab. Then you can multiply them.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Nah, I gave you a simple strategy. Put flowering plants. That will attract.
But you are talking very practically, sir. Although you are IAS, you are in a totally different. You are following.
No, that is because I worked for 5 years in that institution.
Yes,
that
sir.
is because of that opportunity I had.
Yes.
Anyway, I think Joe, anyone else?
Yes, sir. Any other interactions, sir? Otherwise, we can close the show, I think. Okay, we can close it, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சி மிக சிறப்பாக அமைந்தது. இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சியில் டாக்டர் சத்யகோபால் அவர்கள் நமது நிலையான வேளாண்மைக்கு சுற்றுச்சூழல் எப்படி வடிவமைப்பது என்பது தொடர்பான தகவல்கள், எக்கோசிஸ்டம் இன்ஜினியரிங் ஃபார் சஸ்டைனபிள் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் என்ற தலைப்பில் அருமையான வகுப்பும் எடுத்து நமக்கு அது தொடர்பான தகவல்கள் அவரது அனுபவங்கள் அனைத்தையும் தெரிவித்தார்கள். மேலும் இன்றைய நிகழ்ச்சியில் பங்கேற்பாளர்களும் தங்களது சந்தேகங்களை கேட்டு நல்ல தெளிவு பெற்றுக் கொண்டார்கள். அவர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் நமது குழுவின் சார்பில் எனது நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். மேலும் டாக்டர் சத்யகோபால் அவர்கள் ஹைதராபாத்ல அமைந்துள்ள நேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் பிளான் ஹெல்த் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல அவங்க பணிபுரிந்ததுனால அவங்க அங்க 5 ஆண்டுகள் பணிபுரிந்திருக்காங்க. சோ அவங்களுக்கு அந்த பிராக்டிக்கல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப இருப்பதாலையும் அவங்க ஏற்கனவே அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் பேக்ரவுண்ட் அண்ட் பொட்டனி பேக்ரவுண்ட்ல வந்ததுனாலையும் அவங்களுக்கு அந்த சப்ஜெக்ட் ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா அவங்க ஹேண்டில் பண்ணி ரிசர்ச் எல்லாம் பண்ணி நமக்கு நிறைய விஷயங்கள் தெரிவிச்சிருக்காங்க. சோ அவங்களுக்கு நமது குழுவின் சார்பில் மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை எனது நெஞ்சார்ந்த நன்றியினை தெரிவித்துக் கொண்டு இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை நிறைவு செய்கிறேன். இன்னொரு நிகழ்ச்சியில் திங்களன்று சந்திப்போம். வணக்கம்.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.